Hey guys, this one is going to be huge, and this is what I like to call the backwards rule. Now, if you can implement this backwards rule, this is going to be able to create more autonomy and more freedom when going out to eat with your buddies, date nights with the wife or your girlfriend, any social outings, any family events, whatever it may be. This is going to basically create freedom to allow you to have foods that you can enjoy when outside of your own home or outside of your own kitchen. This could also be travel for travel purposes as well. If you're someone that has a really busy schedule and also your work requires you to travel a ton. So the backwards rule, okay, it's pretty simple. And so by now, in this course, you have learned how to go about tracking, right? And ultimately, tracking is kind of hit or miss because some people love it. Some people can relate it to finances and their budget, and some people like numbers and they're analytical thinkers and they like to see that they have a certain amount of calories remaining. Others might like the plating system a lot better, which is super simple, which you're simply just focusing on portion sizes and really kind of taking out the tracking, making it less overwhelming. Now, for those of you, okay, that were using the plating system, this is going to be something you can pull out your bag of tricks when you know your plans for the weekend, when you know you have to travel for work, when you know you want to take your wife or girlfriend out to eat, or your spouse, or your partner, okay? This is going to be something really useful. So all we're going to go ahead and do again is use the P word, plan, and we're going to go ahead and choose what we're going to have at a restaurant before arriving, what we're going to have at the social outing. Generally, we know our family recipes. Generally, we know what's going to be there. We could always, again, ask someone what's going to be there so you can get an idea of what you're going to have and choose, using mindful eating as a way to choose healthier options. Okay. But once we know all that stuff, you're going to go ahead and simply plug that in the beginning of the day. Okay, so before anything else, even before eating the food at the restaurant or before eating whatever type of social outing, you're gonna go ahead and use MyFitnessPal to add the food. Okay. Now I showed you guys how to create recipes, and that's a simple way for tracking. I really do like that. I think that using recipes is a great way to be ahead of the game, where you don't have to implement and plug in every single ingredient. You just do that at an upfront time cost, and simply you create a recipe. So let's say for dinner, okay, you're at a steakhouse, okay, because you're traveling for work and you know that it's going to be a super busy day and you generally get hungrier later in the day. You get cravings later in the day and you get really, really hungry. And you want to save a lot of calories for this meal. And so the backwards rule is simply you're going to go ahead and choose whatever you want. So let's go ahead and just choose an 8-ounce filet at a steakhouse. Okay. Filet mignon. We're going to add that to the food diary, right? Now, obviously, you can go ahead and you can plug in the exact restaurant where this filet is going to be, right? We're going to add a baked potato, um, because baked potatoes go really well with steak. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a carrot. But we're going to add a carrot because this is kind of a staple meal that would be at a steakhouse. Okay, one large carrot. You can add that to the diary. Okay, but then we're also going to go ahead and add, and this is what most people forget, we're going to add butter. Okay, because they have butter for sure. Okay, on that steak. Okay, and the potato. Let's say you like sour cream, in your baked potato. You can go ahead and add, a serving of sour cream. Always good to overestimate when using the backwards rule. Okay, I'm going to say that again. It's always really good to overestimate, generally because anything at a restaurant, we don't necessarily know exactly how they prepare it. And so they might be using a ton of different oils, which adds up calories. Okay. What this does now, okay, since you're doing this in the beginning of the day, you're then going to have an understanding how many remaining calories you have. Okay, so go ahead and again plan your breakfast, plan your lunch, and then have any snacks or fill-ins that you're going to have, protein shakes, whatever that may look like, protein bars. You're going to have an understanding of how many calories you have left because you took the initiative, upfront time cost, to plug in the dinner that you planned out at the restaurant or the social outing or date night or whatever it may be. You're going to have a better understanding of that. So we're reverse engineering the process of tracking by using this backwards rule to go ahead up and free more time to add in the foods you enjoy at restaurants, and also to kind of just fit in more of the things we enjoy into your life. So you're not only following a planing system that you get super bored of, and then we tend to fall off track and feel very overwhelmed.